The earth of Umuokpara had begun to split open. Not from war, not from flood, but from silence. The kind of silence that comes before something ancient awakens. Harmattan had arrived, but this wind was different. It did not pass. It did not soften. It stayed. Crops dried before harvest. Wells sank lower each morning. And the soil slipped through fingers like forgotten promises. The village market, once loud with laughter and bargaining voices, fell quiet. Dust swept across baskets of pepper and dried fish. Fabrics whipped like frightened birds. Even the women, who feared nothing, lowered their voices. Something was wrong. And the wind knew it. Amarachi first heard it by the river. She had gone to fetch water, but the river was shrinking, retreating from its own banks. Then the wind carved around her ear. Soft. Close. Ama, Aye, Chi, she turned, but no one stood behind her. Only dust. And the sound of her name carried by air. Days passed. The heat thickened. Then a child fell in the village square. His mother's cry pierced the sky. The wind roared suddenly, as if answering her grief. Amarachi felt it again. The pull. The knowing. This wind was not random. It was calling. That night, the elders gathered. Firelight danced across their aging faces. Elder Nwanko gripped his carved staff tightly. And when he spoke, his voice trembled with memory. This has happened before. The wind, he said, was once a guardian. But guardians do not remain where they are forgotten. Long ago, our ancestors made a covenant. In the sacred forest, beneath trees older than memory, the first elders stood before the spirit of the wind. They promised balance. They promised respect for the land. They vowed never to take without gratitude. And the wind agreed to protect Umuokpara. But generations passed. And promises faded. The oracle spoke at dawn. The wind demands a bride. Fear spread like wildfire. Mothers pulled daughters closer. But Amarachi stepped forward. Not because she wished to die, but because she understood something the others did not. The wind was not asking for a body. It was asking for remembrance. The storm rose as she approached the outskirts of the village. Dust spiraled upward, forming a towering shape. Eyes of pale blue light opened within the whirlwind. The ground trembled. Your people have forgotten, the spirit thundered. They take, they burn, they waste, and they do not speak my name. Amarachi did not run. She lifted her chin. Then teach us again, she said. The storm swallowed her. Yet inside it, there was calm. Sun floated like stars in the night. Will you stand for them? The spirit asked. Will you remind them of the promise? Her heart pounded. But her voice did not shake. Yes. The spirit led her to the ancient stone, hidden deep within the sacred forest. Symbols carved by ancestors long returned to dust glowed faintly. Amarachi placed her palm upon it and spoke the words the elders had forgotten. We are not owners of this land. We are its children. The stone blazed with golden light. The wind roared once more, then fell silent. Morning came gently. No dust, no fury, only stillness. Then a drop, then another. Rain touched the cracked earth. Children laughed. Farmers wept openly. And Amarachi stood quietly beneath the sky. She had not become the bride of the wind. She had become its voice. And from that day forward, whenever Harmattan arrives in Ola Igbo, it carries dust. But never destruction. And remember, sometimes the storm is not punishment. Sometimes, it is a reminder.